exponential phase. Okay, it is started slowly, but towards uh, towards they go exponential. S-curve occurs when a population is limited to one or more factors. Fewer resources only enough to limited member of population, and this is called survival of the fittest. In evolution, they have these terms that, or this concept, the survival of the fittest. So in S-curve, um, the population size will be limited with many factors. It won't go exponential. It will have the stagnant phase, okay, the plateau phase. Every environment has its own capacity, the maximum load of individuals that can be supported by the environment. Okay, this is the picture of J curve and S curve. Okay, we can see that in J curve, population size go exponential, like sky is the limit. However, in S curve, we have that one point it go exponent, but later on, by time, it will be limited, or it will be stagnant. Means that when the slope, or when the curve, when stagnant, or flattened curve, means that the environment hit that capacity. Okay, the limit load is fulfilled, full loaded. No longer, uh, no more member can be supported by the environment. We also have the survivorship curve. Okay, there are type 1, type 2, and type 3. Type 1, the young and reproductive age individuals have high probability of surviving, like human. In human, younger people tend to uh, survive better than older people. Okay, death always occur, or more likely occur, among older person. Meanwhile, type 2, actually type 2, uh, intermediate between the type 1 and type 3. The same probability of surviving across the age. These examples for small mammals, lizards, and birds. The third one, high mortality among early stage of life. For example, turtle, oyster, and insect. Means, uh, for example, turtle. There are many eggs of the turtle, but not all the baby turtle survive into adulthood. Maybe one or two just survive, because uh, they are high mortality among the turtle egg and also the baby turtle. Okay, these are clear view examples of species with their own survivorship curves. Type 1 we have human, type 2 we have duck and birds, type 3 we have plants, and also oyster or turtle. Okay, population size will go up bigger when more bird and levels, but will decline when more death and departures. Natality means birth, mortality means death. Carrying capacity. It is a correlation between resources available in a specific locality and number of individuals that can be supported by the locality. It always a dynamic change. Sustainable development is as a strategy to balance the process of maintaining the population's need while preserving the resources. And how we can achieve sustainable development? We can achieve by conserving our biodiversity, preventing environmental damage, and look forward for renewable resources or energy. For example, we can use wind energy compared to the fossil fuel energy. Okay, in sustainable development, it is not that we are stop consuming anything, but we are consuming our resources according to what we need. Okay, to what we need. We only take what we need, and we put aside for the future. Quantitative ecology is a method to know that how many individuals in a population. It is impossible to count all individuals in an habitat. Thus, sampling can be done to define the population. Sampling can be random and systematic. Collected data can be used to represent population. Sampling methods including using frame or square. This square have the certain size and can be used to study the area that covered by the organisms. For example, study of lichens. Lichens is not something that we count. It is uncountable. It's uncountable. Okay, we cannot one lichen or two lichens, but we can still study the size population of lichens by using the square. The square also can be used to study Mimosa pudica near PPST building, for example. And we can use the line transect. It is when we have this a tape about 10 meters long or 50 meters long, put at what point A to point B, that any individuals that can be found along the 10 meters tape from point A to point B and 1 meter to the side of the tape can be counted. For example, study of number of plant species in FSSA. This picture show us how the study can be done using the quadrant. We can use also for the whole survey. This picture show us the line transect. Okay, about you determine maybe 10 meters or 50 meters, 20 meters to the side. So you walk along the way, the transect, and you count the species. We also have capture and recapture method. You catch it, you mark it, and you let it out, and then you catch it back. It is maybe possible for snails, but sometimes the method also used for the wildcats. Look at the picture here. We use the capture method for wildcat, but not you actually capture them physically. You capture them using the video or camera. Nowadays, this method can be done using the GPS. Pattern of dispersion or pattern of distribution. This we can get the pattern after we analyze data of quantitative ecology. we can determine that population is clumped or uniform or just scattered randomly. Thank you.